Yo, homies, what to do? We're going to move on with the next lesson where we're going to start working with the texture brushes we have here. I'm not going to leave the brush wheel I was using to fill. The second one we have here too much. Okay, we're going to go along adding in some color variations and tone variations. And we're going to apply a series of changes that can look more positive when we're working on our illustration, as they're going to complete our work with a little bit more. They're going to complete a little bit more. Now I'm adding in detail into the moon, for example. We can say this is a light source, really, and to apply even more detail to our drawing, I'm going to try and improve the outside texture just a little bit. And there we go. With this, I'm going to lighten up this area a little bit to give some more emphasis to the inside of the illustration. Like this. Perfect. If you want to generate a texture like this, I recommend that you either create a superior layer with, the dissolve effect, or with the brush that you're using, you can apply the dissolve effect that gives us like a granulated texture that I like a lot when I'm doing this kind of thing, because I want to give it that spread texture. And it's really useful to complete this, just complete our drawing. I like how it looks, and it's something I want to keep on using in the illustration. I do have to moderate it a little bit more because I'm still trying to see how I'm going to fit the colors in, because I did that a little bit wrong. I made my sketch of the composition, I cleaned it, but what I forgot was to try and find a concordance in the colors. Making them previously. Right now I'm working on white. I'm working as I go with the colors, seeing which are the best to use. As I was saying, thanks to the light source, the moon is giving us. What we're going to do now is give those little reflections with a light blue tone, almost white, applying them on the characters, giving them a bit more volume. As you can see, we're finishing here a little. We're orienting ourselves with this bit. And let's add in a little bit of texture here, so it's not too, it's not too dark. No. No, 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 no. No. No, no, no. I have to change that. It's what I was saying. The more details you add in, the more of a mess it's going to be for us later. No, I'm going to leave it how it was before, just because I think the effect was better. In a bit, I might come back and add in a little light, a little softer light. Maybe not softer, but like finer, so that it doesn't stand out too much and it doesn't eat away part of the tower. This way it's much more useful and it reflects the light much better. I like it. I like it better this way. I really do. We're going to do the same with the vegetation here on the bottom of the drawing. Just little lines. Don't go over the top too much with the lights. And well, putting in those details little by little. Really small though. Subtle things that help you understand who they are, who these characters are. But so that you don't go over the top with the realism. I'm trying to synthesize the illustrations and the characters inside it. The more you use the color resources, the better. But with the lights, it's always best not to overdo it. I personally use them to give some emphasis to some kind of object on the character. But if you apply it on everything, that light will lose its strength, you know? It'll lose its intensity. As you can see, Romeo is starting to take on a little more shape. I'm just cleaning up the exterior shadow. And now I'm going to try and add in a bit of secondary illuminations, but instead of using the cold colors, I'm going to use the warm ones. I'm going to use like a brighter pink. Okay, so with the brush on dissolve mode, yeah, so dissolve mode, we're going to get this effect. And that way, being careful and going over it all, there you go, little by little. You get like some really aesthetically nice results. Even though it's not very complex in the actual image, like if we were to zoom in, we would lose all of those details. But this is what gives us a better result in general. I'm going to put in a little bit of secondary light using the dissolve brush again. As you can see, we get like a sort of bigger impact with this. What I'm going to do is put in the roses that I took away in the beginning so that we can emphasize that it's, you know, it's the garden. I'm just going to add in little dots, and you'll see how it's going to change the scene completely. It looks beautiful now. Beautiful. Well, that would be it. Just adding in details little by little, expanding our scene and the result we wanted to improve on, slowly, and you know, well, that would be everything for now. I hope you liked this lesson and that it helped you move on with your own illustrations. Any doubts, and I will be happy to help. Finger guns. See you guys in the next lesson. Bye.